Today we are going to learn how to write a palindrome program. But this palindrome program also has a sub part of reversing a number. Okay, so first we will see how to reverse a number, and then we will see how we can check it for the palindrome. So let's say the palindrome number to be checked or the number to be reversed is given to us by the user input, and the number is n. Okay, so okay, fine. Now we will define a few variables. Let's say num, in which we will store this number n for keep using it later again. Then a variable as ld, which is my last digit. Then my reverse number, which is coming, which is getting formed every time, and so on. If we want, we can come back and initialize them also. Let's see how it is to be done. So we have to run a while loop until the number is not 0. Okay, because we will be dealing with the number, so we will just make it as while n is greater than 0, because when the number becomes 0, then we have to stop the loop. And we don't know how many iterations it will go on till, because we don't know the length of the number. Hence we have to use a while loop and not a for loop. Okay, now we extract the last digit. So ld is equal to n percentage 10. Okay, so let's say if the number is let's say 154, suppose. So the last digit of 154 will be 4. It is 4, and that we can get by dividing it by 10 and getting the remainder. If we divide it by this sign, which is a division operator, then we get the quotient. But we are focusing on the remainder, because that's the trick we have to apply by using the remainder operator as percentage. So n divided by 10, and the remainder will come into, so this percentage operator is the modulus operator, which is giving us a remainder, that is the last digit for this number. Okay, now the reverse of the number we have to initiate is at 0. So the reverse of the number will actually be reverse into 10 plus ld. Okay, so this is nothing but we are trying to shift the number. Let's say it's 154, the number is, suppose, then I should get the number as 451. So in this, what is happening, the number 4 is at the units place. Its place value is simple 4 or at 1. Then at the place value of 5 is 5 into 10, 50. And the place value of 1 is 1 into 100, which is 100, right? So it should get reversed. So to reverse it, what we have to do is we have to get the last digit and add that as first one. So this will give you, and the first iteration will give you 0 into 10 plus 4, right? Which will give you 4. Okay, in the next iteration it will give you 4 into 10, because then reverse will become 4, right? 10 plus 5, which will give you 45. Okay, in the next iteration it will be 45 into 10 plus 1, that will give you 451. Okay, so that is how the iteration is happening. So we have reversed the number in the first iteration. Now, since it's a while loop, updation of the digit is required, of the number is required. The loop is running till the n is greater than 0, till the number is still there. It has not become a 0. But we have to reduce the number, because I want to now get the next digit. Okay, so how will I reduce the number? I will just simply do a integer division by 10 in that number. So what this will give me in the first, after the first iteration, 154 divide by 10 will give me 15, right? So now my number becomes 15. In the next iteration, this 15 I'll divide by 10 and this will become 1. In the next iteration, 1 divided by 10 will become 0. So as soon as it becomes 0, it will be stopped. The loop will be stopped. Okay. Remember that integer division in Java only gives you the integer part. It does not give you the fraction part. That's why we are using this simple single slash. Okay. So now at the end of this loop, I will get my number reverse as the reverse number. Let's check it out. If I compile it, no error. If I say 154, it is 451. Okay. So this is my reverse number program. We can convert this number right now to the palindrome program as well by simply writing a for loop. A if statement. I'll say if rev is equal to num. Why num? Because now when I was doing the reverse number program, the reversing of the number, my original number, which was n, was destroyed. It became 0. So I have, that's the reason I have stored the number in another variable called as num here. So I can simply now check if the reverse of the number is equal to the number. That means it's a palindrome. So I will simply print out the result if it's like that. So let's see. If the reverse of the number is equal to the number, then it is a palindrome, else it's not a palindrome. Okay, so I'll say else also here, because if we are saying that something is there, we have to print the reverse also to complete our program. Okay, let's check it out. So this program is actually a part, it consists of two programs actually. You can use it for, if you remove the if part, you will get the program for reverse number, else you can use it, the full program can be used for a palindrome checking as well. Okay, so now I will compile it. Okay, let's give 1331. So yes, it is a palindrome number. It has given you the reverse number as well.